Hey guys, it's Amy. Welcome back to Too Blessed. Today's video is going to be a health update, and this is actually my second filming of this update because I'd filmed an update video like this about a week ago, and before I could even get it posted, like just a day or two later, there was more news. And I didn't want to post two update videos so close together, so I just thought I would just kind of refilm it. I'm a little sad about it too because the first update that I filmed was very upbeat, very positive. I was feeling good. Things were going well. And then the most recent news that we got is not so great again. So, just to sort of quickly bring you up to date, so they had put my transplant case on hold for 6 months to see how my nausea and vomiting was doing, and that was doing much better. So I did get a call, I guess it must have been maybe like the beginning of July, that they were going to reopen my case. Things were still moving slowly because of the whole COVID-19 situation. So it still took some time. It took several weeks after that to start getting things scheduled. And so when I filmed that last update video, it was right before I was going to be going in for my transplant evaluation day, which is pretty much like a full day that you go to the hospital and they do a bunch of testing. So we went to that day, those appointments, and it was a full day. I was exhausted at the end. The first thing they did was a stress test. They did an EKG, they did an echocardiogram, they did x-rays, and they took a lot of blood. I think they ended up with 25 vials of blood, which was a struggle because it's always hard for them to get blood from me anyway. So, that was a very long day that we had last week. And so, like I said, I had filmed that update video just a couple of days before we went to that appointment, and I was feeling great. I was excited that things were moving along again, and just feeling pretty optimistic that things were going to go well. And then I got, like 2 days after that appointment, I got a call from the transplant team that they had gotten some of the results back and some of the results were not so good. They said, specifically my stress test came back abnormal. And she said that means that there is an issue in my heart. So I'm going to be scheduled to have a cardiac catheterization. I have had that before. I actually had it back in 2013. And when they did the cardiac cath, I received a stent. So I am working on the impression that that is probably what's going to happen again. That's my guess, and it's kind of like the worst case scenario, I guess. Because when I had that stent placed in 2013, that meant that I was not able to have surgery for 12 months after having that stent placed. And obviously that would also apply to a kidney transplant. So if they do end up placing a stent, that's going to put my case on hold again for another year. Ooh, I thought I was doing better. Now, there is always the possibility that they will go in there and a stent would not be required. I've actually been in the online support group for people with kidney disease and talking to some others, and several of them said that they had the same thing happen. Their stress test came back abnormal. They had the heart cath, and there was no stent required. A couple of them said that they just needed to take some medication. One man had said that it kind of depends which side of the heart you need a stent on. I know the stent I received in 2013 was on the left side, and he said that if you get a stent on the right side, it's like a different kind of stent. I don't know how accurate this is. Like, this is just other patients I've been talking to, but he said he ended up getting 3 stents on the right side, and it never impacted his kidney transplant. So, you know, I try to be optimistic, but I'm also trying to be realistic at the same time. So, you know, we've been talking it out a lot. That's one way I cope with things, is just talking about it. And honestly, over the past few months, I have known that something isn't quite right. I have been excessively tired. Like, I'm always tired. But this has been on a whole nother level, just absolute exhaustion, to the point that a lot of days I either don't get out of bed or I barely get out of bed. I mean, right now I'm laying on my couch because I'm just tired. And so, really, and I get out of breath very easily, which also can be a side effect of the kidney disease as well. But it does seem like it's been, like I said, just like the exhaustion, it's been a little worse lately. And so, honestly, we're kind of thinking that it wouldn't be such a bad thing if I needed a stent, because possibly it would mean I would feel better, and I would be okay with that. As hard as it is thinking about having to wait another year to even move forward in the process, that's hard. And it's been hard dealing with kind of the anger that's been coming up, because I just felt like we should have continued these tests 6 months ago. You know, even though they wanted to put my case on hold, like, we could have done the testing and we could have found this problem 6 months ago. And if I had to wait a year, I would have been halfway through that, you know? So it's just, it really is frustrating to think of it that way. So I'm trying not to, but you know, those thoughts just pop up in your head and you just have to deal with them, kind of. So basically, that's all I have to share right now. We are waiting. We have an appointment with the cardiology department it's 2 weeks from today, actually. So, and that's just as far as we know, that's just the initial, like, consultation. And then from there, they will schedule the cardiac cath. So, also from that standpoint, I'm feeling frustrated, because now that I know that something's wrong, I just want to get it taken care of and I want to feel better. I'm sorry. I really thought I was doing pretty well today, and that I would be able to get through this without being so emotional. So, like I said, that's where we are now. We're still just, once again, we're waiting on someone else. My husband and I have talked about it, and we definitely want to, even if they want to put me on hold for a year again, you know, if I end up getting a stent and they want to put it on hold, we want to push to go forward with the rest of the testing. because there are some things like different cancer screenings and things like that. And like I told him, I mean, if there is something that would ultimately just absolutely say I am not a candidate for a transplant, I would rather know that now than to keep having like, well, we'll just wait 6 months. Well, we'll just wait a year and then we'll revisit it. If there's something that's absolutely going to rule me out as a candidate, I just want to know so that I don't keep going through this roller coaster of emotions of like hope and then losing hope and then hope again. And, you know, it's just too much for me to deal with. So I think that's all. I think that's all I'm going to share today. I mentioned this before, but I did start a Facebook page for my transplant journey. I also have a Facebook page for my YouTube channel, but I don't really share a lot on the YouTube channel page other than just sharing when I post new videos. So if you are interested in staying updated on what's going on, I post things there pretty frequently, or at least when there's something to post, I post it there. So if you would like to follow that, I'll have the information in the description box if you want to stay updated between videos. If you're new here and you suffered through watching me cry and complain, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. These are not the only kind of videos I post, I promise. I post a lot of decorating and crafts and DIYs and things like that. I'm hoping to get some more of those types of videos posted, but like I said, just with how tired I've been these last couple of months, it's been challenging to even get anything like that done. So hopefully you will be seeing other videos like that, or you can go back and watch some of my old videos. That helps me. If you want to help my channel, which would be great, again, subscribe, but also if you want to interact in some way, hit the like button, the little thumbs up button down below, leave some kind of comment. Any kind of interaction that you have with my channel will help my channel grow. So again, thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.